Pewdiepie, kill this shit.
If you are watching this, please do comment, like, subscribe, join the notification gang, hit the notification bell, get notifications every and any time I post. Thank you, I appreciate it, and I'm out. What is up, YouTube? It is showtime. Back with another video, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys my official paint beast build that I use in NBA 2K21 current gen. Now before we get started with the video, I want to thank everybody that's liked, comment, subscribed. We have officially hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys that are constantly supporting the channel, just making my dream a little bit more possible. So shout out to you guys. You guys are the goats, and you guys are really holding it down in the comment section and in the like area. The build that I'm going to be showing you guys today is completely subjective to what you guys think is the best build. This is the build that I use. This is the build that I've been using since day one and I loved. I've never made another center build. I've never made the 190. I never made the blah build. I never done any of that. This is the build that I've been using, and it's my favorite build to use. Now you guys don't have to feel like this is the best. In your eyes it may not be the best, but this is just personally the build that I prefer. So we'll get straight into today's video on my official paint beast build that I use every day in NBA 2K21. So for the position, you guys want to go power forward. As you guys know, the best position for you guys big men build is to be a power forward. You're quicker, faster, you have more vertical. It's just the best position to go with. You guys know it's the meta build. The handedness, I went left, and for the jersey number, it really doesn't matter. Now for the pie chart skill breakdown, you guys want to go with the all red pie chart breakdown. This is the one that I went with. I like this one a whole lot. I'm able to play the best defense possible for a big man, and I'm able to finish. There's only two real things that I should be doing as a big man, and that's finishing at the basket and getting my guard open, and really just playing defense, getting boards, all that good stuff. So I'm really a defensive finishing big man, and this gets the job done. I've never made any other build. There's a lot of people who make other center builds, but this is just the one that I use on a day-to-day basis. Now for the physical profile, the more popular one nowadays is to have strength the least, agility and vertical the most. You guys can feel free to go with this one. There's no problem with that. That probably is the best one, but the one that I personally use on my center build is the first one, which is the all speed pie chart. It's agility first, strength and vertical the least, and I have a 75 speed, a 72 vertical, 73 acceleration, and a 64 strength. This is just what works for me. This is the one I prefer, and all the clips that you guys see me dogging people out and stuff, this is the build that I'm using. So I go with agility the most. Now for your ticks, this is how I did it. What I do is I maxed out everything except my steal. I will come back down to my steal. Then what I did was I came to my finishing and I upgraded my standing dunk max. You want to upgrade your driving dunk. You want to upgrade your, let's see here, your driving layup. And what I did is I put my close shot right to an 81. That way I get 15 finishing. A lot of people go 16, which is fine too. I'm just showing you guys the build that I've made and the build that I use. Then I come down to my playmaking. I max out everything just until I get 6 playmaking. Then what I'll do is I'll come back down to my steal and max it out. If you want to maybe balance your perimeter defense and your steal, you can probably take off some of your perimeter and then up your steal if you want more. It really doesn't matter. I think the way I did it was, I think I probably did put my steal down. So what I did was I put my perimeter and I left my steal at a 68. This is the preferred build that I use. This is the day-to-day build that I use. It's completely up to you guys if you want to make it. I will show you guys some clips of the things this build has been able to do for me and why it's my favorite. So I end up with 15 finishing, 6 playmaking, and 30 defensive. Next, I'll be changing the body shape. So for the body shape, you guys always want to go burly, especially for your big man build. You'll be bumpier, you'll be bigger in the paint, bigger animations. Definitely go burly. And next, you guys have the height. As you guys know, 6'8" is the meta height for you guys big man. A lot of the builds that you guys make should be 6'8". It's just the OP meta build right now, so I went 6'8". And now for the weight, this is very, very controversial. Now a lot of people, it's a little bit contradictory too, because as you see in all my center build videos, the weight is always the lowest, and it's best to have your weight lowest because you'll be so fast. You can have up to an 86 speed or whatever it is. But the build that I personally use, the one that I go with, is 274. Now this is a day one build. This is just a build that I've made, and I've been rocking with this build since September, and I've just loved this build. So it's completely up to you if you guys like this weight. It's completely up to you. You guys don't have to make this build at all, but I went with 274 pounds for my big man build. Now for the wingspan, you always want to go max for your big men. That way you're able to get a nice standing dunk, you'll be able to get contact dunks and get more boards. And for the takeover, I went with the glass cleaning takeover, and there you guys have it. This is my official paint beast build that I use every day in NBA 2K21 current gen. Now what I'll quickly do for you guys is just go over the badge setup that I also use while I'm playing the game with this exact build. Now what I'll do is I usually do play twos more, so this is the setup that I use for twos. What I'll do is I'll go contact finisher gold, I'll go relentless finisher gold, I'll go let's see here, slithery finisher gold, I'll go lob city finisher gold. Now the thing about lob city finisher gold is you really do not need it on gold. You can really use it on bronze and it'll work just fine and save yourself some upgrades. I just put it on gold. I just feel like I'll never miss a lob. I really do never miss lobs, so I go gold. And last but not least, what I'll usually do here is I'll probably go put back boss. Now this is just the one I use for twos. Now I'll just quickly show you guys what I use for threes. For threes, what I'll actually do is I'll put lob city finisher on bronze, and now what I'll do is I'll probably put fast break finisher here. I have 2 more upgrades left, so what I do is I'll probably do put back boss silver. This is just what I do when I'm playing threes. I barely do play threes, but when I do, this is the one that I use. You know what, I actually forgot a badge. The badge I'm actually forgetting is Showtime. This is the setup I use for twos. Pardon me guys, this is the setup I use for twos. It's always relentless finisher, contact finisher gold, slithery finisher, Showtime, and lob city finisher. This is the best one for twos by far. And for threes, what I meant to do was put lob city finisher bronze and fast break finisher silver. If you want to make the fast break finisher gold, you can just put slithery finisher silver and make this gold. I use the fast break finisher so I can complete dunks on a fast break. Sometimes you just want to create a shot for your team, get a quick bucket for your team, run right up the court and get a dunk. So this is the one I use for threes, and the one I use for twos is this one right here. And next what I'll do is I'll move on to the shooting. I only have one. I always go slippery off ball. You guys will be able to move a lot better, a lot slithery around the court, and it'll prevent sliding, so definitely go with slippery off ball. Next I have my playmaking. Now for twos, what I'll do is I'll go quick first step gold and unpluckable gold. You don't want to be getting plucked and losing the ball on the twos, because if they get a stop, they can body bag the game and zip you up. So I always go unpluckable gold and I get quick first step gold. Now if I'm playing threes, what I'll do is I'll put unpluckable on bronze, and what I'll do is I'll put downhill silver. This is the ideal setup that most centers use when playing threes. Downhill is to help your overall speed with the ball in transition, and this also goes back to complementing the fast break finisher badge. You'll just be so fast on fast breaks and going up and down the court with your transition game. So this is the one that I use. I wouldn't worry too much about having applicable on bronze. They're pretty much all the same on silver, gold, and bronze, but on twos I just leave it gold just to ensure that I'm not getting stripped. And that's that for the playmaking badges. Now I'll quickly move on to the defensive badges. It's quite simple how I go about this. It's pretty much the same for twos and threes, the way I go about my badges. Or no, it is different. There's one badge that differs the two. So for twos, this is what I'll do. I'll go chase down artist, let's say Hall of Fame, brick wall Hall of Fame, rebound chaser Hall of Fame, rim protector Hall of Fame, intimidator Hall of Fame. I'll go interceptor Hall of Fame. I usually go box Hall of Fame, and then I have 2 silver badges left. What I might do usually is I like to go lightning reflexes, and I'll put box gold and disc gold. I really don't know how to explain the effects of lightning reflexes, but I just feel as if I do things a little bit faster. Now don't take my word for it, it's just preference. Remember, this video is completely preference and it's subjective to what I think is my favorite build. I just use lightning reflexes gold. This is just what I use. Sometimes if I feel like I'm gonna run into a lot of post scores today, what I'll do is I'll put moving truck gold or moving truck silver and box Hall of Fame. I just feel like, okay, today's a toxic day, I might run into a post score on the twos. Now for the threes, what I'll usually do is I'll probably go box silver, keep everything the same here for the most part. Probably put intimidator gold, and what I'll do is I'll put trapper Hall of Fame, and probably, let's say, this back and gold. This is my official threes badge setup. This is the perfect badge setup for threes. Now trapper, you guys, is so overpowered. You guys can really lock down the perimeter and not let any threes go down. If you and your lock are both using trapper, say for example the lock that you're playing with and hedging with and playing screen defense with has silver trapper, and you have a Hall of Fame, you guys will be able to trap anybody on defense and prevent anybody from scoring at the three. So definitely this is the best badge setup I think for threes. Now that is all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the neat little video that I put together for you guys. Once again, thank you for 3,000 subs on YouTube. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I will be doing my best to stream as much as possible. You guys really do deserve it. We're still on the road for 4K. The ultimate goal is 10K by, let's say, end of summer. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you guys did like the video, please do leave a like on the video. If you like what I'm doing, support my dream, my goal, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get notifications every and any time I post. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I'm out.